Hello, welcome. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm pretty excited because a long time ago I created a blog, and the blog was called Secondhand Synth. And basically what I was doing was taking secondhand synths that I'd purchased at like Goodwill or other shops secondhand. I was taking them apart and kind of circumventing them and modding them out, adding filters and things like that, and just experimenting with electronics. I'm going to try and revive that, and I'm going to try and do it in a little bit different format, something similar to this. But I figured I'd start off the first kind of inaugural episode with a trip down memory lane, and I would take you back about a decade ago when I first started, and I will show you one of the very first projects I ever worked on. So without further ado, here it is. This is the Insect-A-Tron. Basically it was a toy keyboard like this. I think it was red, yeah, custom paint job. Pretty cool. Basically, I took it apart and I pulled the brain out and put it all on a breadboard and just kind of monkeyed around with it. I added this cool, it's an Xbox controller joystick to it, and that controlled a couple of LFOs. I think this was pitch. I added an output, or maybe this was pitch, or maybe it was volume. There was on and off switch, and then there was also a kind of like the exciter that kind of kicked in a couple of the LFOs. So I figured I would try and revive this thing and see if we could listen to some sounds from it, because it was pretty wild. First thing I gotta do is put in some new batteries. Yeah, the thing I worked on it for probably So I've committed the first cardinal sin, which is never leave batteries in your devices because they will corrode, start leaking out a bunch of junk. That's too bad. Hopefully that didn't destroy it. I think we can fix it. Let's try and get some of that out. Yeah, so I worked on the thing for, I think, a good couple of weeks or so, and really I had a lot of fun playing with it. I had it all, it was basically a breadboard and just tons of wires everywhere, a couple of LFOs. I forget which circuits I used to make the LFOs, but it was fun. You know, it was a lot of fun. Let's see what happens if I just put them in like so. Oh yeah, so as you can see, it used to be blue. I painted the whole thing and added, this used to be white too, so you can see all the discoloration from a decade of sitting in the garage. Okay, let's try this. All right, put there. All right, we're recording. Oh, whoa, coming in hot. Hey, let's turn that down. Yeah, so here's the Insect-A-Tron. That is kind of the bass sound. Anyway, one of those classic, crappy piano things. Let's see if we can engage. Oh. Oh, here we go. to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You used to have to kind of find the sweet spot. I swear it did stuff. Let's cut to the old video. Really crappy quality, but it kind of gives an overview of the features. A little bit shows a little bit of the functionality of it. Kind of gives you an idea about the wild and crazy sounds that it used to do. Okay, I think kind of a fun thing to do would be to open this up and just kind of revisit some of the insides and kind of give you a little walkthrough of what was going on. You can kind of see everything that's mashed inside, because obviously I can't really get it to work, and I'm not sure why it's not functioning. It could be any number of reasons. So I will do that now, and let's take a peek inside. So yeah, I think it was a couple of 386 LM386 chips that I used to create some oscillators, and I think I had two, and they kind of modulated each other. I'll have to dig out the schematic. I have a picture of it somewhere. I wish I'd saved that. Now, of course, I did make this before I knew really anything about electronics, and so I probably should have done all kinds of things differently, but hey, you know, you live and learn. It was a lot of fun. This project was one of my favorites, and it was kind of, like I said, the first one I ever really completed. I also worked on a drum machine that was made with one of those kinetic energy handheld sticks that you could kind of drum in the air or hit it with stuff, and it had three sounds: a cymbal, a snare, and a bass drum. And so that was a lot of fun too. Let's go ahead and keep my screws. Got a few screws loose here. Okay. Here's the big reveal. Ooh, jeez. Oh yeah, so there was a 9-volt in there. Okay. First things first. So let's go ahead and breathe some new life into this thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, and this was my crazy button, I think. Oh, it stopped. Oh, there we go again. Alright, let's hit the crazy button. Oh. Oh, jeez. There you go. Yeah. Don't remember what these switches did. Okay. Yeah, so this is the Insect-A-Tron. Not too much is functioning properly anymore. I used to kind of make some crazy sort of weird delay noises as the oscillator would ping the chip and the volume and the pitch at the same time. So it was really like wee 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 wee, and kind of all sorts of crazy things would happen at the same time, which was always fun. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, cool. So the cool part was this was wired into both of the oscillators, and so you'd get this weird cross modulation. Almost like a lo-fi sound in some bits. Weird. Alright, so anyway, that's kind of the general gist. This powered the board here and controlled the two oscillators. This powered the chip here, linked to ground, of course, and I'm sure there's some feedback voltage going through here. Obviously found the pitch resistor and the kind of the volume, and that was were big components to the project. I remember it sounding way cooler back in the day. I probably had it thrown through some delay and chorus and stuff like that too, so I was probably really nerding out on it. But yeah, I don't know, it was a fun project. I really enjoyed doing this. I took this out and removed the springs so it would just sort of stay in place, and this was kind of a custom pitch knob here. And I guess there's no real volume to speak of. Let's see what the chip is. It's a LM386L. Those are two chips, and it made oscillators. I have no idea what the output of them was. I don't think it was a square wave, or maybe it was a square wave or a rounded square wave. If I remember correctly, it wasn't a sine wave. It wasn't a triangle. It wasn't, but it did go up and down. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so this is more fun for me probably than for you, but just kind of a trip down memory lane for me. It's fun to kind of revisit these projects and see kind of what made them tick. If you liked this video, give it a like, hit the subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see some of the other projects that I had going on. Like I said, there was a drum machine, and also there was a kind of a sequencer thing, both from kind of toys that were kind of modded out, and so they were pretty cool. And I think those two aren't completely finished, but you can get some cool sounds. So maybe I'd finish them up and make a little video of them in modern day format. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you on the next one.